JuiceKings and EarthMC are currently the two most popular survival servers in Minecraft. There are so many people who want to play there that you have to wait hours in queue in order to join. What intrigues me are not only the differences and similarities between the two servers, but above all, I want to discover what it means to live in a virtual civilization with years and years of history and culture. JuiceKings is known as the largest, longest-running, unaltered server of Minecraft, a fantastical world full of possibility and horror. EarthMC is instead a geopolitical server where the map is an exact copy of the Earth. Players can create nations and declare war on each other. In the first server we have no rules, hacks are allowed and there are no filters of any kind in chat. In the second one, cheats are banned, and unlike JuiceKings, buildings can be protected with a special protection plugin, making griefing almost impossible. We shouldn't debate on which server is the best or worst, because these two were designed with completely different goals in mind and for completely opposite kinds of players. But both of them have a very strong focus on the relationships between players. And that's what interests me. Both of the servers have a map that is never changed and that accumulates more and more history over the years. JuiceKings has an almost infinite map, while EarthMC is limited to a size of 70,000 for 30,000 blocks, which is still quite a lot. Millions of blocks placed, millions of hours played, ideas, thoughts, creations. I have to be honest with you, I played very little on these two servers due to the unsustainable queue times. However, I had a similar experience for many years in a microcosm called Piratecraft, which hasn't changed its map for 7 years. And my questions are, what drives players to build the largest monuments possible, or why do some players choose to be feared warriors while others simple farmers? Why do some remain faithful to their community while others betray it? What fascinates me about these servers is their free will. I occasionally imagine what would happen if in 1,000 years aliens found an abandoned gaming network server and turned it on to see what's inside. Entire worlds could reveal themselves in an instant. Preserved monuments forged by long-gone men reaching into virtual skies, colossal messages etched into pixelated mountainsides. Simultaneously eternal and never existent, these cyber landscapes could attest that thinking, creative creatures once roamed this physical world. Virtual reality is not empty, lifeless cyberspace. Like the real-world archaeological counterpart, these ruins are windows into cultures and histories. Here we can see what happens when there are no longer barriers for us, when we are free to digitally live and build whatever, whenever, with whoever. How do people respond to the possibility of limitless creative freedom, and what evidence do they leave behind? It's amazing to think how JuiceKings and EarthMC reflect reality. People build communities, grow them into empires, only to be destroyed by others and forgotten. This is taking a philosophical turn. Why do players desire so much fame and power? Perhaps the beauty of something great is not that it lasts forever and is known to everyone, but instead because it was witnessed by only a select few who hold a small piece of history as their own unique experience. These servers have a deeper and more interesting lore than many contemporary movies. One could write a fantasy story inspired by them. Such a thing would be impossible in shooter games like Fortnite. Most players have forgotten Minecraft, but left their legacy behind. Just think of it, someone's childhood is sitting in one of these worlds, including mine. Many JuiceKings or EarthMC or Piratecraft videos look like digital archaeology, made by historians who bring to light artifacts from a distant past. There's something really sad about finding old stuff that people made years ago that nobody has seen or used for a long time.
Like this torch right here. I wonder who placed this torch and what are they doing right now? Where could they be in the world? I don't know, maybe that's too deep a question.
Minecraft is a time capsule. Now, let's try to broaden our vision. What will happen when 2B2T no longer has 10 years of history, but 20, 30, or even 100? Minecraft, despite its greatness, is not really a highly performing game, and it's limited to Java code. 2B2T, for example, fails to exceed 200 players online at the same time. What will happen in future games where maybe we will have 500, 1000, 10,000 people connected at the same time with a much greater rendering distance? Minecraft is the first taste of what will become the virtual civilization. We human beings are made of memories. The memory of images is what makes up our identity, and this memory is increasingly clogged with virtual images. The choices we make here in the video game depend on our personality, but our personality is in turn influenced by our experiences in the video game. Virtuality is shaped by men, but men are also shaped by virtuality. It's a feedback loop. The moments we laugh or are sad in game become fragments of our identity. They are now part of us.